Hey everyone, how's everyone doing today? I've been a little under the weather for like the last couple of days. That's why I've been barely live and not posting. So I'm not going to be on camera much because let me say hi to everybody. Not my real name: Linda, J Freak, Sheila, Miss Catherine, Patty, Mary, Ann's, Nancy, Ellie, Paula, Addie, Ruth Ann, Poppin' Fresh Dough. That name gets me every time. I always think of sisters when I hear Poppin' Fresh Dough, the movie with Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. MTT, Barbara M, Miss Lisa, Steven. Yeah, this hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm pretty sure I have the flu. Hey, Jules. And also today is just not a great day in general, because of what happened. And I just don't like talking about it. I lost a few people that day, and waiting for the phone call to see who. I don't even want to talk about it, but much respect to everybody on this horrific day. Hey, Amy Widenhouse, thanks for becoming a member. This is going to be a quick live, but I found some stuff out today that y'all need to hear. So first off, Michael and Kibbles and Bits. And by the way, guys, let me just say this up, it's not my goal to make anybody love Angela. You can hate Angela all you want, and you can hate me for defending Angela all you want. I don't care. Um, it's just about showing what he's doing to everybody. Um, you know. So let me play this. I'm gonna play the closure of his GoFundMe first.
Thank you so much, family. I appreciate it. Please.
Can you hear that? It's on Bluetooth. Hold on, let me shut that off. Hey Jules, hey Jewel, hey MW. Okay.
And that's why I'm making this video. So thank you guys so much, and I love you guys. Keep supporting Team Michael. Remember, better is not good enough. The best is yet to come. Thank you so much, family. God bless you. Cheers.
So that's Michael. If I hope you heard it. Talking about how he closed his GoFundMe today. And it makes me question, he's had that GoFundMe up for like a little over a month, I think. It was 8/13. Just about a month. Hard to hear or understand the video. Hold on. Sorry. All right, let me. And my mind is so muddled right now because I haven't slept. I can't. I hit one button and something else comes up. Let me see what I can do here. Where's my photos? Okay. Maybe this will be better.
Me, no, it's just the beginning. Okay. Thank you so much, family. I appreciate it. Please, my GoFundMe is closed now. So I closed it, and that's why I'm making this video. So thank you guys so much, and I love you guys. Keep supporting Team Michael. Remember, better is not good enough. The best is yet to come. Thank you so much, family. God bless you. Cheers.
Okay, so you should have heard it that time. So he closed his GoFundMe after a month of having it up. I need to listen to something real quick. Just bear with. Sorry about that. Okay. Um. So the GoFundMe is officially closed. I don't, and I had to side eye this, like everyone's been side eyeing it, um, since I got involved. That might be so, Jules. But a lot of bloggers, big bloggers, I feel like Trump, big, huge bloggers, um, who supported Michael in the beginning are turning around and they're seeing the light of day. And I have to think now, his GoFundMe has been pretty stagnant. It's been at 51,000 now for like a couple of weeks. No one, and you'd think that they would have closed it when they got to 25, when they got to 30, when they got to 40, when they got to 45, when they got to 50, but they just kept going. And I think that he's nervous. Kibbles and Bits should be shitting bricks because she's behind this. And I'd be real careful if I were her. Because wait till you hear what I'm about to say. And also, I really want, I am just one person, and also I've been sick, but I really have to thank my team because I can't take credit for the Action Yates News team. All the credit I give to the Action Yates News team, because we've been unpacking this, digging, more digging, bus, plane, bus, club, after club, bus, plane, no sleep. So I have to thank everybody who's been, because a lot of people are getting annoyed now. It is around the clock work. So thank you, everybody. I have no ideas, but I'm pretty sure it's the flu. I have a fever, but I'm freezing. All my joints feel like they're swollen. It takes like 5 minutes to get from the couch to the bathroom. I'm just not good at the moment. But let's get on to what I have to uncover now. So, if you remember from the last live, I gave a timeline of what happened after Michael left Angela.
Receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots, everything.
Yeah, I did all that. And I found out that, Michael left on the 23rd of February and was already ensconced in Hazelhurst. He left Hazelhurst to Audrey, Texas. And just to give you an idea, and I should have put this on the overlay, but I just not into it right now. I'll show you on screen. So as you can see, it's a 15-hour drive from Hazelhurst to Aubrey, which would kind of eliminate his whole 5 hour hike through the desert with his bloody toes. You know, I mean, I can't prove it yet, but I will. Because let's not forget, I found Paul in the middle of the Amazon when he was hiding out there. So, and trust me, when I do get the proof, I'll show it. So I don't think he could have flown because I don't think he didn't have a license at that time. I know that he did screenshot like his passport or his social security number or whatever, and that was done while he was still at Angela's. And Angela's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, nothing." So there's that. So when he got, so he left Angela's like maybe noon on the 23rd, and in Dallas by the 25th, where he got his first apartment. And my thinking is that the only way he could have gotten there is by car. Because if he had taken a bus, that would have been a much, much longer trip because they make like tons of stops. And I don't think he would have taken Amtrak or anything like that because he's cheap. But he was ensconced in Audrey, Texas. Now, let me tell you about, and this is where it gets interesting. Let me tell you about the first place he went to in Audrey. Right here. Just bear with me. I'm like so not with it today. So the person in Audrey that Michael was staying with goes by the name of Moses. Hold on. So in Audrey, his name is Moses. I have no idea how to say this. Amalama Alonge. I mean, it's OLAOLUMWA. Like I don't know how to say that. Alonge. So that's Moses. And you know what the funny thing about is Moses? Guess who Moses married? An American. Why am I so laggy on this? Hold on. Fix this. I think I had my little filter on me when we were playing on the last live. I gotta shut that off. And you can see how really decrepit I look. Okay, that should be better. Moses is another Nigerian. Like this is all like an underground network. Like he was running Paradise Men, and when Angela said there are um networks, nobody wanted to believe it. It's very true. And Moses has a less than stellar record, I'll just say. Then the next person he went to was that guy Effie. And you want to hear something funny about Effie? Effie married an American woman and then divorced her after 2 years, I believe. Now, Effie and Moses are also both affiliated with trucking companies. I don't know what that is, but so Effie married an American woman, divorced her probably as soon as he could have. And it got so bad between Effie and his former wife that she had to get a restraining order on him.
Wait, it keeps getting
Doesn't it sound like familiar?
better.
Then Moses had a kid with a chick and then sued her and her boyfriend because the girlfriend said he would fix his truck but didn't. So he got scammed by his baby mama's boyfriend. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, make your own damn money. You want to be here, then work.
And it just seems like these people don't work. They all can. And I feel like, this is my opinion and allegedly, but this trucking company that seems to like trace back to all Michael's friends is involved. Now, I don't want to say anything, but with these types of characters, it's, I can't help but think that maybe, and again, this is my opinion and don't jump down my throat, that there might be some type of human trafficking going on. Wait, this just in. Effie owns the house where he put on his driver's license. Both are associated with trucking companies. Effie married a Nigerian. Moses got a white girl pregnant. So Effie scammed a fellow Nigerian. Moses got the white girl pregnant. Each relationship ended in June. All right, now that that's clear, I think I have more.
So what I'm hearing, like right now, is pretty much, if you see anything or have friends with Nigerian or Nigeria, run.
But
Get away.
all of Michael's buddies seem to be in this like, it's almost like a Ponzi scheme, to be honest with you. That's how I see it in my head. With like a touch of human trafficking. And again, that's my opinion, because we've been digging deep. Now, where where was the 68-year-old woman? Now, the emails associated with some of these addresses and runs down of all of them trace back to some 68-year-old woman. And it's weird that when you look at their links and the email addresses associated with them, why would they have a 68-year-old woman?
To make the scam look better.
Yeah, like, I wonder if
If you have an old lady or an old man doing it,
he took her info. But everybody in Michael's circle, including Michael, has been involved with shady shit. Like, you have no idea how messy this is, Barbara. And they try to cover their tracks, and like it's like the Da Vinci Code, trying to track down each way. And I think they do that to throw everybody off because they don't want people finding out the real truth.
Of course not, because then they won't get money.
And the 68-year-old woman is a realtor. So what's going on here? Why is a 68-year-old realtor connected to all these people?
But she's a scammer and desperate. Just
I'd say so. But again, my opinion. And I really can't divulge a lot because I got to play my cards right here.
Don't buy a house from that lady.
Thanks, videos. And exactly. These are not innocent people. Have you seen Michael on his video today? I don't want to show it because he'll probably strike me. But if you look at Michael, he's got like top of the line clothes on, his beautiful gold chain, smiling from ear to ear. He used that money that he got from the GoFundMe to buy this very bougie apartment in Texas.
Wait, he bought it or is he renting it?
It's okay. Good. Thank you, Cody. You know what his rent is in this very bougie apartment in Houston? $2,500 a month. 20. He lives in one of those like, super expensive apartment buildings, like with like the movie theater room and the pool and like the full gym, them type of places. Why does he need to be in an apartment? A 1-bedroom, $2,500 a month.
That's it. That's crazy.
Can you wrap your head around that? And when you're moving into a place like that, you need to give at least first, last, and security. So that's $7,500 just and a credit check. But that's $7,500 just to move in. Where do you get that money from? The GoFundMe or the $40,000 he got from Sharp for his last paycheck on the show. I'm telling you guys, this guy is the scammer of all scammers, and you're all falling for it, hook, line, and sinker.
You know what?
Not you guys in my chat because you're smart enough to know better. Everybody else.
Yeah, no, but you know what? It's their own fault. It's their own fault if they want to keep believing the BS, and the proof is out there. But if they want to keep believing it,
Linda, that's a good point. The realtor, that's where she comes in. See, I'm gonna have to put you on the Action Yates news team, Linda. As far as I know, you have to have like credit. That's all. I don't even know if they care if you have a job because retirees don't work, right? But I like where you're going with this, Linda. Maybe the realtor pulls some strings to get him in there.
That's what I was just about to say.
And that's another good point. MTC, his job is TLC. And I'm sure like a bougie apartment building wouldn't mind having a celebrity, if you want to call him that,
we're famous,
live in the building. I didn't mean that retirees didn't have income. I meant that retirees aren't working because they're retired. But this makes sense to me, Linda, because this realtor is connected to all their accounts. All three of these scamming men. Scamming American women.
She's working with them.
Scamming Nigerians.
I mean, that's right there, proof. She's working with them.
And it would be very possible, maybe Michael couldn't get past the credit check. But then if that happens, sometimes they ask you for more of a deposit, like another month then. But the fact that he's a celebrity, and getting tons of media coverage right now,
It looks good for them all.
it looks good for them. And like the fact that Michael is on Entertainment Tonight, are you kidding me? Why isn't anybody giving Angela the chance to
Thank you. How was
speak
that fair
on
to her?
this?
She's the victim in this.
Everyone, and again, it's not my job or my goal to make you love Angela. It's not. I just want to see. I want you to see what's really going down here at Michael. Thank you, Jay Freak. Is the reality laundering money for him? I don't get it. Is reality what? Oh, the realtor. Is that what you mean? There's a ton of illegal stuff going on here. Yeah, and that's unfortunate. You know, they have everything comes through to a trucking company. Somehow they have all connections to this one trucking company, and they have all connections to this realtor. And that's fine, MW. You don't have to like anybody. But there is some shady shit going down
A
here.
lot of shit.
And the fact that Michael all of a sudden closed his GoFundMe today after it being stagnant for like a couple of weeks.
Oh, why? Because he was afraid it was.
I would think
taken
after
away.
like a day of them getting no more donations, they probably like, pull the plug on it.
Well,
And-
he can't spend all of it because half of it is Angela's.
I mean, I had a GoFundMe 6 years ago, and I think my mark was 4,000. As soon as I hit 4,000, I closed it. That's all I asked for, and that's all I needed. And I felt it just didn't feel right to me to keep it up. I got what I asked for, and that was it.
Yeah, you shut it down as soon as it was there. Boom, boom. I mean, obviously, it could have gone longer and longer and more. But
yeah, I
we
mean, yeah,
weren't-
we might have gotten
we
some.
weren't greedy. And
No, we
just-
weren't greedy.
No, that's what I'm saying. As soon as like we hit like the point that we needed, and it was all good. We didn't need extra, no nothing. Like, and we shut it down. It was done. But he just let his
No, and
go,
popping
go,
fresh
go.
dough. Yeah. After this live tonight, I don't know if I'll be speaking on this anymore, to be honest with you. And it's not because I get thousands of comments telling people telling me to die, because I've been through the ringer. I mean, this is old hat for me. I've been at this for a long time. But I just wanted to plant the seeds and watch them grow. Does Angela have a good reputation on the show? No. But again, you are watching a highly edited TV show. And hey, Grace, and everybody, saying, well, we saw Angela doing this, we saw Angela doing that, she threw a cake, she did this, blah, 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 blah. And we all watched it. But then again, why'd he come here? If he was so battered by this woman, why would he leave his home country, all his friends, his family, his sisters, to come here and be further abused? I mean, that doesn't make any sense in my head. Because I'm telling you, he's been playing the long game, and how much better it is for him to stay on the show with Angela, make people feel bad for him.
One of the biggest people on the show. You know what I mean?
And
like the most
keep that
recognized
keep that
and famous.
game running for
So-
7 years. So when he comes here, and and again, don't forget that when he did come here, Angela took him to California for 2 weeks. They went to Manhattan. They hung out with like the Hogans in Tampa. It wasn't like,
And who paid for that?
Angela.
Exactly.
He only probably stayed there like, he was there like, 60 days, but he was only in that house maybe 30 of them.
She never stops. You know what I mean?
And to
Like,
the people
she's
who are saying
traveling,
like, Angela
and he
hated him,
goes with her.
she loved him.
Yes, she did.
And I've been very close with Angela for about 4 years now. And I told her repeatedly over the years that this isn't going to work. But again,
when you love
when
somebody,
you love somebody, you have blinders on.
just like me and you.
Just like when me and Cody had our issues, I didn't want to hear anything
I
because
didn't either.
I love him. But I can, and what I witnessed when I was there in Georgia many times, I spent way more time in Angela's house than Michael ever did.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
We've gone there like 2 or 3 times a year over like the last 4 years.
And that's yeah.
And all I heard, obviously he was in Nigeria, but all I heard was him on the phone with her. They were all lovey-dovey. I never saw them fight on the phone. And she would be like, sometimes they would FaceTime and for hours and hours, because Angela wanted him to get acclimated to what it was going to be like, when he was here.
That's true.
I never witnessed Angela for a second being mean to him. And that's from the bottom of my heart, on my soul, and my eyesight. She really did everything she could for him. She got him some clothes that were not up to his level because he has to be wearing like, Sean John or,
Gucci
yeah,
or
Gucci, clothes from Kohl's were not
Fubu.
cutting it for him. And you see how he's dressed now, wearing his bougie clothes in his bougie apartment, posing in front of cars.
and not working.
People
So
spotted
how is
him
this?
test driving Teslas. You don't have to work. He's got everybody
No,
suckered
that's,
in.
that's my point. Because all these people, all these Americans out here are taking care of him.
But everybody he's associated with are scammers. And you are who you hang with. Moses, a scammer. Effie, a scammer. Whoever this realtor is, most likely a scammer. Oh. Well, yeah. And let me play this one more time.
Kati, try and understand me, okay? I'm trying to call you now, you're not picking up. I've been busy filming, trying to sort things out, okay? Just trust me, please. Also, I have some money coming to your side. I will let you know, okay? I'll call you, please. I love you and I miss you.
And that's Michael speaking to another one of his whores when he was in Nigeria, when they were filming and Angela was taking a shower. I've had now 4 women who are romantically involved with Michael reach out to me directly. 3 of them before the split, and now this the married woman who Michael had an affair with. And what's funny? Michael, who's what, 35, is in fear of his life from a 58-year-old woman you know, who needs all the, I mean, come on. Who needs all, it's it's insane. But then, you know, wouldn't Michael be worried about sleeping with married women? And not only does he like it, he prefers sleeping with married women. And if you watched, like, I think the last live I did, you could get more on that one. So if he's so scared of this 58-year-old woman who's like the size of a toothpick now because she lost so much weight, um,
What?
wouldn't he worry? Wouldn't he worry about, like, I don't know, someone's husband coming after him? He's just so goddamn cavalier. And you know what? Why shouldn't he be? Because he's gotten away with murder.
Buy another apartment somewhere.
And now this other thing I wanted to mention tonight, and then I'm going to wrap it up because I feel like my back's about to split in half. I haven't stood up this long, and I want to lay back down. In Touch wrote an article today about Kobe, and let me try to pull it up. Hold on. And In Touch has been very good to me over the years. They've published me probably more than most. I would say In Touch and Screen Rant are probably the two biggest publications that have cited me over the years. Hold on. Here we go. Share screen. So let me just tackle this real quick, and then I'm signing off. God, I hate all these ads. Okay. 90 Day Fiance Kobe reveals if he helped Michael escape Angela Deem's home. 90 Day Fiance star Kobe, I don't know how to say his last name, Blaze, I don't know, revealed if he helped Michael, can't say his last name either, escape Angela Deem's home before their split. During September 5th episode of the Pink Shade Contest, host Mary Payne asked Kobe, 35, if he helped Michael, 37, with his escape from, also Michael's 37, from Angela's home back in February. Well, it depends on how they want to put it out there, Michael responded. I think they meant to say Kobe responded here, but just sloppy. After insisting that he didn't directly help Michael escape the home he was living in with Angela in Georgia, Kobe explained that he and Michael had a tough conversation about the Nigeria native's worth. Me talking to him personally, like to motivate him, like, yo, you're worthy of something, he explained. Kobe went on to share that Michael is currently living in Texas, though he didn't reveal any details about his living arrangements. Hello, In Touch. I said on my last live I knew exactly where he was. This is like BS. But this goes to show you how everyone is just so on the Angela attack. Oh my God, these stupid things.
This is so.
Kobe went on to share that Michael is currently living in Texas, though he didn't reveal any details about his living arrangements. The real question people should be asking, like, what is Angela benefiting from this relationship? Kobe continued. Wow, what has Michael gotten since he's been here? A bougie $2,500 a month, 1-bedroom apartment. More gold chains than Mr. T. Couture from the stores from the finest stores department, like Kanye would say. Married woman. He's living a dream, man. He came here, and people are like, "Oh, he deserves to be here." Why? Because he had everybody fooled for 7 years? And you think Angela is benefiting from this at all? Let me tell you something, and I can't go into much detail on this, but she is not. Michael's taking food out of her grandkid's mouth. And I'd love to know how much he paid for that retainer, but I'll find out because I find out everything sooner or later. Angela and Michael made a debut in 2018. They tied the knot in 2020 during a ceremony in Nigeria. Despite being legally married, Michael wasn't able to move to the United States until December 2023. However, their happy marriage didn't last long, and Angela revealed Michael went missing in February. Actually, I revealed that Michael went missing on February. So that's another FU from In Touch to me. In Touch confirmed that Angela submitted an annulment paperwork against Michael on June 20th in Georgia court. She claimed that Angela also knew that Michael no longer lived as our February 1st, adding that. Well, that's not true. He left on February 23rd. Michael responded with his own filing on August 21st. In the filing, Michael asked for fair division of the assets and both temporary and permanent. This guy's asking for permanent alimony? Are you kidding me? I know a lot of people hate her, and you could still hate her. But you have to see through your hate of Angela to see the real story here. And everybody's attaching themselves to Michael. Note that I'm the only YouTuber, blogger, that's been defending her since Jump. And now other people are coming around because I started that. So much so that he had to close his GoFundMe down today. And I'm telling you, he closed it down because they're worried. In the light of the annulment, Michael said GoFundMe to help pay legal bills soon after he surpassed his goal of $25,000. But In Touch, why aren't you saying how much he made? 52. He surpassed his goal of 25,000. That means he could have got 26,000. 25,500. 25,001 cent. That,
True.
And Angela, did you see Michael made his goal? What is wrong with the United States of America? She said the video shared on August 15th. I am totally ashamed right now. Who makes a GoFundMe makes 25,000 for legal fees when we have people out there who are posting to raise money for sick kids, sick moms, and veterans out there who don't even get $25,000. Wake up, America. This is unacceptable. And I agree with everything she just said there. Now, all right, that's done. Hold on. Now, if you remember the last live I just did, I think it was the Monday Night Live. And if you guys haven't watched our recap of 90 Day on Monday night of before the 90 days, you're missing out on a good time. And it's just not recaps. I go into pretty much everything about the show. Angela was included in it. I found out through the proper term is now production assistant. I learned from my friend. But I always thought of them as gophers. A production assistant from TLC reached out to me and said, because I have connections everywhere. People forget that. I don't, I've been the lead blogger on this show for 10 years. And I have, and you can't take that away from me. So I have connections everywhere. And this PA told me, Kobe's full of shit. Let me circle back to that. That he's a liar because as soon as the taping of the tell-all ended, Kobe squeezed, hugged Angela and said, "Oh, this is so much fun. We really tore it up," and kissing her ass pretty much. Everyone's trying to get a piece of this pie, and it's just sick. And yes, Michael left. Michael left a day that one of Angela's grandchildren, or was it Scotty? No, it was Araya, I think.
I don't know where it's at.
Um, he was supposed to be babysitting her. Yeah, couldn't have been Scotty because he was babysitting her. He was babysitting Araya. And when he
When did all
when
the
he
kids
planned his big giant escape, he left that child there, unattended, who just got out of the hospital and needed him.
Angela went to the store because he wanted some type of food or like whatever. So she went to Walmart and he was watching the kids and for food that he wanted. And when she got back, he was gone.
And
the
there are
kids were
other
left alone.
TikTokers, and I won't even mention their name because they're not important. Lying straight out, saying that posing a picture of Angela's old house with a lock on the door in it, saying a house that she hasn't lived in 7 years, saying that that's the door. She kept Michael locked in on. Michael was never locked into that house. Let me tell you something about that house. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 doors that you can get in and out of. A garage and windows around the whole house. All Michael, if Michael really needs to get out, he's gonna just throw a brick through a window, and that would have been that. Yeah, she was airlifted. She had a brain injury, and was airlifted from Hazelhurst to Jacksonville because that was the only hospital in the area that could take on that type of like injury with a child. And he leaves 2 days after that. This guy never cared about anything. Just like when Boog, Skyla's son, Michael was on a TikTok and he was saying he'd always loved the kids and whatever. So Boog, that's Skyla's son. There's 6 grandkids. Boog's the only male. Called, and Boog is very sensitive.
He's a sweetheart.
He's a sweetheart, but he's very sensitive.
He's a cool
He called Michael. You try to connect on Michael's TikTok, and Boog's his nickname, by the way. That's real name, but I know that's what I call him. Was so upset to see Michael live, having a great old time. He connected to his TikTok live, and this, he said, "Hi, Michael." The second Michael heard his voice, he hung up. Didn't even acknowledge it, and blocked him.
But that's a great man right there. Ooh, yay.
Left Araya, who just got, who had a brain injury, airlifted when he was supposed to be taking care of her. This guy is not a good guy. He only cares about himself. He played the long game to get here. He made sure everybody felt bad for him. So the second he gets here, he could leave because he had this whole paradise man. Now it's called Heavenly. Hey, plant lover. Now it's called Heavenly, a network of Nigerians, not just in the United States, but all over the world. But, and people want to kiss the ground he walks on. What has Michael ever done for anybody? Tell me. Nothing? Yeah, because that's because, you know, all he has done is take and take and take and take and take. All those trips that Angela went to Nigeria was on her dime. And those are not cheap trips.
The apartment, the food, the drinks, everything, every single time she went
I mean,
there,
you know, when
she
Michael's
paid
mom
for all
died,
of it.
you know, Angela went there to be there for
Yes,
her
she
husband.
sure
If she
did.
never cared for her, and they weren't there filming, she went on her own
Yep,
to be there for him because his mother just died, and that's what a wife does.
exactly. He was a damn good wife.
You know, it wasn't just her like hamming it up for the cameras. She truly cared for him and loved him. And like I said earlier, I told her a million times it was this. I don't see it working out. But again, she had the love blinders on, and we all have love blinders on when it's our relationship. It's very easy for outsiders or your friends to tell you what you need to do in your relationship, but 9 out of 10 times, no one's going to listen. Just like I didn't listen, and I'm happy I didn't because
Me neither.
me and Coney have been back together for what 4 years, 5 years now. You know, and he wants to put her in jail for abuse, permanent alimony. Could you look at him? You know, he's living in this bougie apartment,
Where
and
all those
he needs to
bullshit
take the food out of Angela's
name brand
family's
shoes.
mouth because
Bro.
Angela takes care of those kids. You know, Skylar works many hours a day,
She works like 10 to
and
12
Scotty
hours.
has her own issues with being on, you know,
Just
what's it
health
called,
issues.
Cody? Dialysis. She does at-home dialysis 3 times a day. And, you know, Scotty's also been in and out of the hospital. I'm not trying to make you feel bad for Scotty or Skyla. My point in saying this is that Angela's the one that takes care, mostly.
And he wants alimony.
And he wants
Meanwhile,
alimony
he
forever.
just got 40,000 and then 50,000 from the GoFundMe.
40,000 from the show. A week later, 50,000. So, and now I'm wondering if Kibble. Now I think that Kibbles and Bits was in this and very much involved the whole time because
And
everybody,
he wants alimony.
I feel like what's her name in First Wives Club,
Who?
Elise, and he wants alimony.
I sold it all. Oh, here's your share. 50 cents.
When's it going to be enough for Michael when he's driving around a Lamborghini that you're all going to pay for? It's a joke. And like I said, moving forward, I don't know if I'll be going live about this anymore. Only to protect Angela.
Yeah, she has too much on her plate right now to like have more people come in or so.
So I don't know.
Just so sucks for her. It's so not fair. Not fair.
Hey Heather, you always come in when I'm like about to end it. I feel bad.
Well, you're sick too. You need to take this medicine.
Yeah, I gotta take my horse pills. But that's it. And I really gotta lay down because my back is killing me. And this just in, Moses may have a relative that's an immigration attorney. We're trying to confirm on that one. So in conclusion, Michael closed the GoFundMe today. We found out.
So he got scared.
And here's another thought. Maybe they closed it down because, like I reported earlier, Angela is entitled to half. You know, and when I had that day when me and Renee, her friend Renee, that we were all in Vegas together, were up. Angela said she didn't even want the money because I was the one that broke the news to her. She didn't even want it. She just wants this to be done with. Um, I think I was making another point. In conclusion, GoFundMe, da, 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 da. And every person involved with Michael is a legit scammer. Effie, who married an American, had a nasty divorce, and now Effie's ex-wife has a restraining order against him. What is this? Moses scammed a fellow Nigerian. They're all connected to a 68-year-old realtor who might have pulled some strings to get Michael in his very bougie apartment, because of the life of me, I didn't understand how Michael could move into that. And it's in his name, because I don't think he has any credit.
Again, he's only been here for a little
Yeah, like,
while.
I don't know how he can
Unless
establish.
he have better credit than I do.
Yeah, he
when
can't
I pay my
establish.
bills.
He can't establish credit that
Like,
fast.
and I have great credit, but how does he get that like within a month or 2 months? I've been here for 40
Hey, Brooks
years.
knows, my sweetheart.
I mean, come on. You already know.
So thanks to
something.
Linda S. I'm sorry, I'm trying to eat like a little
Maybe
bit of food.
they, like you said before, John, they slipped a little extra to,
Ugh,
you know.
my appetite sucks. I haven't eaten in days. Every time I put food in my mouth, I feel like I'm gonna throw it up instantly. It's all connected to this realtor that, thanks to Linda S., I'm pretty sure she was the one that pulled the strings to get him in this place. And a trucking company. They're all interconnected. They all have like these same weird links to other people. This is really a network, and that's what Angela's been saying this whole time. And now that I've been digging, and the action team, Yates, whatever the hell it is, you know, we've been digging and digging hard.
Team Zero.
Team Zero. So it's all going to come out. And then trust and remember that when we finally uncover like the last thing, I'm going to look at this face. I'm going to be the first person on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok to say, I told you so. And I'm going to love every second of it, because the amount of hate I've gotten for this, go read my Instagram comments. They are not pleasant. And I'll be rubbing everyone's nose in it, because that's what I do. So I'm going to bid you all a fond adieu. And
I'll say a little prayer for you.
again, everybody, thank you for the support.
We love you guys.
We love you. I know Angela really appreciates it, because, you know, it's not hard being in her spot. I mean, it's hard being in her spot, knowing that pretty much everybody is against you. Meanwhile, this guy is scamming the pants off everybody. And people keep signing up to it. I've just never seen anything like this before.
DK.
But that's it, guys. John Yates here, live on the scene. Well, Brooks knows, you have no idea how close to that statement is going to come out soon.
It sure will.
But I gotta get better. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow. You know, when I'm not live, I'm not making money. I have a lot. I have a bit of Sister Wives coverage to do. I've been talking to Akira, who is a TikToker who has a lot of information on the Browns. Also, Sarah Fraser dropped a lot of stuff on her podcast today about how rich Cody and Robin really are. So I have a lot of Sister Wives things. I'm sorry. I'm like, ugh.
Wait,
I'm fighting back vomiting right now.
On that subject that you just talked about, so they bought a new house.
A newer, bigger, nicer
But
house.
they didn't build it. They just, so it's used.
Well, you know, it's not a new build. It's not a new construction.
Okay, so they bought a used house.
Well, mostly everybody buys used houses.
I'm just asking because they sold the house for what was it, 1.4?
I don't even remember.
I think
But
it's 1.4.
I wanna cover that.
1.4.
there's also Dancing with the Star stuff that I want to go over.
What's the new house?
I don't know right now, off the top of my head because my
What they-
head's so cloudy.
What they paid for it? Oh, okay. Sorry.
But again, thank you guys for being here and the support. And I really have to thank my team for
Are awesome.
helping me with this. And we have some Cracker Jack reporters here. So
Good old
I
Cracker,
couldn't have done it without you.
Cracker Jack. Can't you see?
All right. Good night, everybody. I'll see you soon. Good night.
Safe, everybody.